Hi, I'm Chris Carlisle, and you're listening to the podcast Highways and Byways, a podcast about Texas. This week, we look at famous actors and actresses from Texas, places to go to in Waxahachie, what happened in Texas back in 1940, a Texas ghost town, coffee houses in Texas, Shore Live Texas sports team, and look at the first radio station in Texas. Well, last week it was a look at rock stars from Texas. Before that, country music stars. Where's the look at some of the famous actors who have come from Texas, like Tommy Lee Jones from San Saba, who was in The Fugitive, Lonesome Dove, Batman Forever, and the Men in Black franchise. Matthew McConaughey from Uvalde was in Contact, Interstellar, and Dallas Buyers Club and more. Robin Wright from Dallas was in Forrest Gump, Beowulf and the Princess Bride, also in the soap opera Santa Barbara, I think, and House of Cards. I think she was in that. Gary Busey from Goose Creek was in the Buddy Holly story, Lethal Weapon, Point Break, and Under Siege. Larry Hagman, who lived from 1931 to 2012 from Fort Worth, was in Dallas and I Dream of Jeannie. Ethan Hawke from Austin was in Training Day, Before Sunrise, Before Midnight, and Before Sunset. Renee Zellweger from Katy was in Chicago. Cold Mountain, Jerry Maguire, and Bridget Jones' Diary. Jamie Foxx from Dallas was in Collateral, Ray, Django Unchained, and Dreamgirls. Bill Paxton, who lived from 1955 to 2017 from Fort Worth, was in Apollo 13, Aliens, Frailty, and Twister. Woody Harrelson from Midland was in the TV show Cheers, The People vs. Larry Flint, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Midway, War of the Planet of the Apes, and LBJ. Lou Diamond Phillips from was in La Bamba, Stand and Deliver, and the TV show Longmire, and also in the Young Guns. Ava Longoria from Corpus Christi was in Desperate Housewife, The Sentinel, and Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Next, places to go to in Waxahachie. All right, there's things you can do in Waxahachie, which is off 535 on the way to Dallas. You can visit the Ellis County Museum. You can walk the Waxahachie Creek Hike and Bike Trail. You can visit Webb Gallery, George Brown Plaza. You can go on the Waxahachie Haunted History Tours. You can go to church at the Cowboy Church of Ellis County. And you can visit the Ellis County Art Association. Next, what happened in Texas in 1940. Okay, my mom was born in 1940 on August 31st. Some other things that happened in Texas back then was Playland Park in Houston opened, and Texas A&M repeated as Southwest Conference champions. Next, places to get coffee in Texas. Okay, coffee places in Texas. There is the Houndstooth Coffee in Austin, Double Trouble Caffeine and Cocktails in Houston, Local Coffee in San Antonio, Coffee Box 61 in Waco, With the Dead Coffee House in San Marcos, Green Coffee House in New Braunfels. There's a Texas ghost town, Old Bluffton. It was in Burnett County near Austin. It was home to 50 families in the 1880s. Became submerged by Lake Buchanan in 1937 after they filled the building of Buchanan Dam that caused flooding. But a drought has caused the waters to recede, and remains of the town are now visible. Next, a short-lived Texas sports team. All right, now here's a short-lived Texas sports team. It's the minor league baseball Dallas-Fort Worth Spurs. They played in the Texas League from 1965 to 1971. They played at Turnpike Stadium. They were affiliated with the Cubs, Astros, and Orioles. They were the last minor league team in the Dallas-Fort Worth area before the Texas Rangers moved there in 1972. First Turnpike Stadium later became Arlington Stadium. Next, we'll look at the first radio station in Texas. The first radio station in Texas was station WRR in Dallas. It was owned by the city and was used by to alert firemen of fires, and was located in the Fire Central headquarters. And sometimes the firemen would work as announcers during their downtime. They later moved to studios in Fair Park. It was the first news talk station in Dallas. First to have traffic reports. Was the flagship station for the Dallas Texans of the American Football League. It got an FM station at 101.1. In 1948, it had an oldies format and later switched to a classical music format. The AM frequency 1310 was sold in 1978. Station KTCK, The Ticket, is now on air, all sports radio. WRR FM 101.1 is a classical music station. It's one of the few classical music stations that's a commercial station. I'll have more after this. Alright, before I go, this was episode number 50 of Highways and Byways. I want to thank you for listening and downloading. And see, here's something from the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 3. It says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you." Here's a quote from Sam Houston. It says, "Texas has yet to learn submission to any oppressor, some form what course it may." And from the You're from Texas Win Facebook page, welcome to Texas. This is in March. Winter is at 6 a.m., spring starts at 10, summer is at 2 p.m., and fall is around 4:30ish. Try and dress accordingly. And that'll do it for this week. I want to thank you for listening, and you can be sure to hit the download button, leave a like and a follow. You can find it on most podcast platforms. My name is Chris Carlisle, and I wrote, produced, and recorded this podcast. Until then, I'll see you next time.